we know that for the past several years, LeBron James has made his son Bronny the talk of the town. He is the one who's pushed and said he's ready for the NBA now. He could beat out a bunch of guys on this Lakers team, blah, 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 which is pretty disrespectful to his teammates, but that's nothing new for LeBron James. And Bronny James's season has been an absolute fucking embarrassment. The dude's averaging 18, 19 minutes a game, but less than 5 points. He has done nothing special for the USC Trojans. Yet somehow, some way, Bronny James feels like he needs to test the waters for the NBA draft. Oh, and by the way, he's moving out of USC. Bronny James declares for 2024 NBA draft, intends to enter the transfer portal. Now, of course, the rules have changed. Several years ago, the rules changed in terms of this. You can declare, you can go practice for teams, you can see who's interested in you. And then at a certain point, you can decide, all right, I'm not going to go to the draft once you get that feedback. But he's also intending to leave USC and go somewhere else. Let's just take a look at his numbers. I want to see if I can find this. In his true freshman points. There you go. 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. And he's playing half the game, too. 19.4 minutes. Now, I will say, you do have to consider that Bronny James literally fucking died, a couple months before the season. He had that cardiac arrest. We talked a lot about that. But, I mean, to me, the only way this motherfucker gets drafted is if LeBron James works some kind of deal with him or with a team to draft him so he leaves the Lakers and goes there.
That's literally it. It's
and
the new.
That should be illegal too. That should be illegal if that happens.
Well, I mean, I think that's what's to be expected. Like LeBron James, he will work out a deal. He said for the past several years that he wants to play with his son before he retires. He is going to work out a deal in some way, shape, or form, and I think that's what we're seeing play out right now with Bronny.
Remember, LeBron actually can opt out of his contract at the end of this season. He has a $52 million player option, but he can just kind of wait and see what happens with Bronny in the draft and then say, all right, I'm out.
Or what if Bronny, if no teams want to draft, no teams want to draft him and Bronny goes to Ohio State and LeBron goes back to Cleveland?
Oh, no way.
I don't know. Just saying. It could happen.
That would be wild. Ohio would finally be back in the winners.
LeBron, he did say that he hasn't closed the door on playing in Cleveland again. He did say that a while back.
And I don't think he's going to close the door on anything. But the thing is now, guess what? Cleveland's fucking good.
Yeah.
So of course he'd want to come back and play, right? The same way that he, after he fucking played for the Heat, he came back to Cleveland and he saved the city. Oh, wait, that's right. You got Kevin Love and you got Kyrie that went with you to go back there to get a new fucking big three over there in Cleveland. Like that's how LeBron does this shit. We understand that. LeBron would not go back to Cleveland if he thought they were fielding a bad team. But I could see that happening. Him going there, be close to his son while he's playing Ohio State. I don't know. Just a guess.
Yeah. That's actually kind of wild, man. But I mean, hey, that would be good for Ohio. Ohio would be looking good. Theoretically, the Browns would be good. Theoretically, I mean, the Bengals could be good. Then you'd have a Cleveland that they would be. I don't know. They'd be serviceable. LeBron comes back, maybe retires there. He doesn't have to play as many minutes. Honestly, I think that narrative will work if they take a chance on Bronny. All you gotta do, I mean, and let's be honest, Bronny's a point guard. His assists are terribly low for me, but I mean, outside of that, does he really, have to be lighting up stat sheets if you want to carry him just so you can get Bron to come out there?
I mean, to John's point, what kind of tampering could be allowed? Like, how far could LeBron James take it to tamper his way into getting Bronny on the same team and drafted like that?
I wouldn't doubt it. Everything LeBron has done, he's colluded. Like Anthony Davis going to the Lakers,
right?
That was colluded.
Yeah,
him going to Miami was colluded. Them bringing Russell Westbrook over to Lakers, collusion. He's not making decisions by himself.
Them making the trade to get Kevin Love there.
Yep.
All that stuff was fucking pre-planned. But I don't really know what rules would be in place to be like, it would be one thing to have this like ironclad contract. You come here, we draft your son, we pay you this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but
this
if
is
it's
unique.
just like a handshake deal where LeBron's like, hey, I'm going to come to Cleveland for 2 years. I'm not going to go max salary so we can keep this team around us, but I want you to draft Bronny either this year or next. And Cleveland's like, okay, Bron, sounds good. Like, I don't know what they could do. You're talking about it. I don't know what the rules are. I honestly fucking don't. And I don't know what kind of punishment there could be, but certainly there would never be.
And I don't know if
anything
Adam
writing.
Silver would do anything about it.
I
don't know if he would step in.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's unfair to Bronny because if that actually happens, it ain't about Bronny. Bronny's going to be riding the pine. LeBron's going to be getting all the playing time. That's what's going to happen. Nobody's drafting Bronny for Bronny.
Right now
it'd be more about his dad filling out his dream.
Bingo.
That'd be what it is.
But I mean, Bronny right now he's looking at not being drafted at all unless he goes back to school.
And boy, that's going to be embarrassing for LeBron because remember, LeBron said Bronny can play for the Lakers right now.
Yeah,
and he put that out there.
At the end of the day, all this attention is the direct cause of LeBron James running his fucking mouth. And then, of course, as his kid falls off the draft board, he's like, they should just let the kid be a kid. Like, you're the fucking one that did this, LeBron, you dumb bitch. So, of course, we're going to talk about him. And right now, Bronny does not deserve to be drafted in the first 2 rounds. You know, that's all you get. You don't get 7 rounds like the fucking NFL. And I just don't see it happening. But anybody can test the waters. Anybody can do stuff like that. But
more than likely, Bronny's probably testing the waters, but I don't think it's going to go very well. So he may end up, dropping out of the draft.
I'm sure he's going to drop out. I'm sure he'll transfer somewhere else where he gets more playing time and gets more touches and shit like that. That's probably what's going to happen. But
They got to go back to the drawing board right now. He's got absolutely nothing, and it will look horrible if he. And his
shooting. One thing you didn't bring up: his shooting percentage is terrible.
Yeah,
he's shooting like 34% from the field or something like that. Not good.
He's played really bad this year.